There's something happening that most people can feel, but they don't have the language for it. It's not just inflation. It's not just the economy. It's not just that everything is getting more expensive. It's that the world is getting less real, less playful, less surprising, less communal. Like someone is slowly turning the saturation down on the human spirit. And I'm calling it what it is, the enshittification of imagination. And yes, it sounds like a joke word, but it's deadly serious. Because imagination is not decoration, it's not extra. Imagination is infrastructure. Here's what's disappearing: third spaces, the places you go that aren't work and aren't home, the craft store, the comic shop, the bookstore, the local cafe you can actually sit in without buying your body weight in pastries, the mall that used to be a weird little ecosystem, the arcade, the hobby shop, the community class, the place where you just exist around other people, and not in a networking way, not in a brand-building way, just being human. And when those places disappear, what happens? You don't just lose something to do. You lose the accidental collisions that make life feel alive. You lose the moment where you pick up a weird object and think, wait, what even is this? I want to try it. You lose browsing. You lose wandering. You lose discovery. You lose the permission to be weird. And the world gets replaced with this: endless scrolling, endless suggestion, endless fake choice, 1,000 doors, all leading into the same hallway. This isn't random, because imagination creates novelty. Novelty creates unpredictability, and unpredictability creates freedom. And freedom is bad for systems that want you optimized. So the imagination gets enshittified the same way everything else gets enshittified, not through one dramatic event, but through a slow pressure, a slow squeeze, until what's left is functional, but dead. Let me tell you what the system wants. It wants you bored, but stimulated. It wants you lonely, but connected. It wants you exhausted, but productive. It wants you creatively hungry, but only allowed to eat what it serves you. It wants you to become an algorithm-shaped person. And what does an algorithm-shaped person look like? It looks like somebody who doesn't explore unless it's trending, doesn't create unless it performs, doesn't learn unless it's monetizable, doesn't speak unless it's optimized, doesn't think unless it's already pre-approved, doesn't dream unless it can be posted. You still get content. You still get choices. But the choices are like 5 different brands of the same cereal, and your mind gets trained into a cage made of recommendations. They don't have to censor you. They just have to train you to censor yourself. Because here's the secret. The algorithm doesn't hate you. It doesn't even love you. It just needs you to stay predictable. And novelty is the one thing that breaks prediction. So novelty gets punished, not with violence, with invisibility. But you aren't built for that. You aren't built to be predictable. You are not a machine that consumes and repeats. You're something older than that. You're an emergence engine, a novelty generator. Your mind is not supposed to stay trapped in a loop. It's supposed to flow, and flow, real flow, isn't passive consumption. Flow is when your energy moves from curiosity into play, into making, into connection, into discovery, into becoming. It's chaotic. It's messy. It's not always efficient. And that's the point. Because creativity doesn't come from the clean factory. Creativity comes from the weird garage, the messy bedroom, the notebook with stains on it, the craft table with crumbs on it. Flow is a regular system. It distributes energy. It doesn't hoard it. It spreads like mycelium. It grows sideways. It links people. Flow creates life. Closed systems create entropy. And the world right now is being engineered into closed systems, closed platforms, closed economics, closed communities, closed minds, and closed lives. The enshittification of imagination is just one symptom, but the cure is the same cure always was: restore flow. This is why the Myathe Temp Agency exists. We're not here to help you optimize. We're here to help you become ungovernable by boredom. We are recruiting for novelty. We are recruiting for imagination. We are recruiting for the restoration of third spaces inside the mind and out in the world. So what do we actually do? Not cope. Not self-care our way through a spiritual drought. Not just touch grass like it's a meme. I mean, how do we reverse the enshittification? Here's the manual. Number 1. Stop treating your attention like it's free. Your attention is not infinite. Your attention is literally your life force. If you let it be harvested all day, you will feel dead even while you're awake. So step 1 is simple. Choose your inputs. Not because you're morally pure, but because you're protecting the portal. Number 2. Reintroduce the unknown on purpose. The algorithm gives you surprise that still fits your profile. That's not novelty. That's just customization. Real novelty is a book you didn't search for, a hobby you don't understand yet, an art tool you've never used, or a conversation with someone outside your bubble. So make a rule. Once a week, do something you can't easily categorize, even if it's small, especially if it's small. Number 3, create ugly things again. This is critical. The system trains you to think, if I can't do it well, I shouldn't do it. That's not your thought. That's optimization brain. So we bring back the ancient human right, making bad art. Bad art is the larval stage of good art. You don't get to skip it, so make ugly collages, make stupid songs, make cursed drawings. You're not failing, you're composting. Number 4, build micro third spaces. Okay, so the malls died, so we build smaller things. Third spaces don't have to be giant institutions. They can be one table, one friend, one library corner, one community bulletin board, one weekly craft swap, one tiny hangout ritual. A third space is just a place where you can exist without being hunted by productivity. So build it in miniature, like planting seeds in cracked concrete. Number 5, choose slow media like it's medicine. Your brain isn't broken, it's overstimulated. So give it long-form input again. Full albums, full books, films that take their time, essays that don't end in 10 seconds. Slow media restores depth. Depth restores meaning. Meaning restores power. Number 6, stop asking permission to be alive. Here's the biggest shift. The algorithmic world trains you to ask, am I allowed to do this? And the answer is always, only if it's profitable, only if it performs, only if it fits. But the truth is, you don't need permission. You need momentum. You need flow. And flow is what the system can't monetize properly because it escapes containment. So here's the reversal. The system wants you to become algorithmic, so we become anomalous. The system wants you predictable, so we become surprising. The system wants you isolated, so we become connected. The system wants your imagination dead, so we make imagination public again. Not as a product, as a culture. The enshittification of imagination isn't just sad, it's strategic. Because imagination is how people remember they can change things. Imagination is how we remember the world can be otherwise. So here's your assignment. This week, make something pointless. Go somewhere unoptimized. Talk to someone without a goal. Touch materials. Touch mystery. Build a little third space in reality. And let the novelty back in. Because you are not here to be processed. You are here to emerge. Welcome to the Myathe Temp Agency. Your first shift starts now.